So yesterday I put out a video comparing the Pulsar Modular P821 to the UAD AEX ATR-102. Long names for both of these. Anyway, I said it in the video that it wasn't a scientific test. I didn't care about the IPS or any of the settings. I just had things set up how I liked them for that particular song. And then I saw what I could do with the Pulsar to see if it would improve or how it stacked up. Just using kind of their presets and just trying to level match as best as I could. What I didn't show you was all the folders that are my final buses for elements, drums, guitar, and bass all had 4, 5, 6 tape, and all were at 15 frames per second. 15 frames per second. I'm doing video. 15 IPS, sorry. And the only thing that had the 900 and the 30 IPS was on the actual master bus. But so I went through, checked out everything, and now I have the buses the same as yesterday. The only thing I changed was the IPS of the UAD on the master bus. So that's what we are going to listen to. I already printed the same section that I did yesterday so we can compare. And the Pulsar is the top and the UAD is the bottom, which is yellow. So here we go. All right, so again, the same thing I heard basically yesterday was that the high end on the Pulsar was a little bit more pleasing, less mushy, more articulate. The low end still had a better center, and the overall sound was a little wider. Now, listening to it today, it's almost like there's a Munson curve thing happening with the Pulsar. There's definitely some of that high mid-range, actually the lower mid-range too. Like the 800 to 300 kind of gets scooped a little bit in comparison to the UAD Ampex, where that kind of stuff is retained, but at the same time can sound a little bit mushy. And the funny thing is, I usually use 30 IPS on the 2-bus. I don't know what happened. I switched from the DSP version to the native version, and somehow I must have made my default change. Anyway, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, because you're not here every day with me, you dumb fuck. But anyway, I said yesterday it wasn't a scientific thing. It's still not a scientific thing. That's not what I do. I make music. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I am some dude that just likes to make loud music. sometimes sometimes quiet music, but mostly loud music. So I just try to use the tools to get me to where I want to be. And yeah, sometimes you do need to dive into things a little further to make sure that you're not buying stuff that's ridiculous. I have to try it on other material, and I haven't mixed into it. So that's the other thing. I mix into the UAD, and that's what I did for this. I had not mixed into the Pulsar. I just slapped them on to see where, see what the differences were. So that could make a huge difference on how my mixes turn out if I start slapping them on in the beginning, because that's what I do. I mix into all this stuff. So anyway, that's all I got. Subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. I will see you in the next one. Bye.